friends, today I'm going to tell you a story in which there was a certain weaver's daughter. She was a poor weaver's daughter. She had just lost her mummy, and she was having a very high intellect. When Buddha, with his eye in the morning when he was meditating, he saw that the girl had a lot of insight. So he decided to walk on foot to give her that kind of training so that she could work on herself. He went on foot and reached their village, which was Alavi, and all the people in the village welcomed the Buddha, and the girl, the weaver's daughter, was also there in the audience. Then the Buddha explained to everybody that life is uncertain and death is not. Please contemplate on this thing that death is certain. You have to contemplate death meditation. A person who is doing death meditation is like a person who is guarded, who goes to a forest with a stick in his hand and he sees the snake. He is able to be prepared to hit the snake. So you have to be very prepared to understand that death can come at any moment. Listening to this, all the villagers contemplated on death meditation for about a week. But the poor weaver's daughter, who was hardly 13 and who had lost her mother, contemplated on death, and she was able to think about death for at least she used to do death meditation every day for the next 3 years. Buddha, again with his Buddha's eye, after 3 years, understood that this weaver's daughter, now she's 16 and she is able to reach a level wherein she would be able to achieve that kind of heights in meditation, decided to again walk on foot because of his great karuna and compassion. So he went to Alavi again, where the village was, and all the villagers again gathered. But it so happened that the weaver had some urgent work. So he asked his daughter to help him with the work which he had. So she was busy doing the shuttle work and so much of other things. So she was unable to join where the Buddha was. So Buddha was looking out for this girl to come in the audience. So everybody asked him, "Sir, now that you've had your food, can we start with the discourse?" So he said, "No, I'm waiting for that certain weaver's daughter." So everybody sat in silence and everybody was meditating. After she completed her work with her dad, the girl came to the place where the discourse was. Then the Buddha decided to ask her 4 questions, so that he wanted to understand that whether she has understood about that meditation. So he asked her, "From where did you come, O daughter?" So she said, "I do not know, my lord." The second question that he posed to her was, "Where are you going to, my daughter?" So she said, "I do not know, my lord." The third question that he asked her was, "Do you not know, daughter?" So she said, "Yes, I do know, my lord." Then he asked, "You know, my daughter?" So she said, "I do not know, my lord." Looking at these questions, the people in the audience started laughing because they all knew that she had come from the weaver's place and she was going to go there and so many other things. The Buddha told everybody to stay quietly, and he asked the girl itself to answer to the first question. And the answer that she gave, the weaver's daughter said that, "You had asked me this question from where I had come, sir. You knew that I had come from my house, but that was not the reason of you asking. You must have asked me what was my earlier existence before I came to this existence. I do not know, sir." To the second question, where I am going, So I do not know to which existence that I am going. To your third question, do you not know? I definitely know that death is certain. And the fourth question that you asked me, do you know? So I do not know when I am going to die, what time of the day I am going to die, whether it's going to be night, whatever, I do not know. Looking at her intelligent answers and her deep insight into death meditation, the Buddha repeated or said these verses: blind and unseeing is the world, and few are those with insight here, like the weaver's daughter. As a bird from a net is released, but few are able to attain heaven. Looking at these words and hearing these words from the Buddha, the girl automatically developed the first level of enlightenment. She became a stream enterer or a Sotapanna. And then after listening to him, and then she went home, and the weaver had just fallen asleep, and she just kept the spindle whatever at one side. But so happened that the weaver got up with a start and he hit a big bamboo, and the loom fell over the girl, and the girl died on the spot. So the weaver was extremely distressed. He went to the Buddha and he said, please help me, please console me, my daughter has just died. So the Buddha told him that sorrow not, you should not sorrow in the endless round of existence that we have. Even as at the time of your daughter's death, the tears that are shed are more than 4 oceans. So when he told this, immediately the weaver understood that life is impermanent and death is certain. So he also decided to become a monk, and in a very less time, he became an arhat. Friends, when I look at this story, I'm amazed at the deep compassion that the Buddha had for the poor weaver's daughter. He understood that she had that kind of intellect. He sought out students who really had that kind of intelligence to go forward and become stream enterers or even further. And look at his compassion. He walked twice to her village to give her the teachings of Dhamma. Really, it is too much, we can't put it in words, the great karuna of the Buddha. And we take home this lesson that life is impermanent and death is certain. We should all practice meditation on death. May all beings be happy.